Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. Tonight, we are getting toasty. But not slammered, just toasty. Promise. I bought this son of a bitch from a store. A store that they delivered it to me in a vehicle. They carted it over here in like 10 minutes. They're like, "Hello, Mr. Porter. I'm here with your whiskey." And I was like, "You are fantastic." Friggin' whiskey delivery. Love it. One of my favorite whiskey brands in all of whiskey is Elijah Craig. Friggin' love it. Love Elijah Craig small batch. Love Elijah Craig barrel proof. Elijah Craig rye can run into traffic, but that's for a different time. Tonight we are drinking the newest, most shiniest, prettiest, toastiest, tatered, lovin' son of a bitch out there. Tonight we have a toast. Me and you. And Toasted Barrel. It's a three-way toast. Dingo, dango, dongo. Let's friggin' do it. These bottles are always the most difficult for me because there's not a lot of information for me to read on them. Not a lot of stuff going on the old label for me to read. So I really have to bust down the old vault door of tasting notes and just let you have it. So that's probably what we're gonna do tonight. Oh, get off of there. This is a Patreon Cork Pop shout out. A Patreon Cork Pop shout out to a patron of mine who not only is a patron on Patreon, but also sends me crazy stuff in the old mailbox. One of the most generous human beings on the planet who I never met. I don't know Jack, but I like Jack. And Jack has got me jacked up a few times when I opened up boxes sent by Jack. I do know that he's generous, kind, giving. He apparently likes me. I don't know why. I feel like I don't deserve him. Jack friggin' Johnson, thank you so much for everything you've done for me and this channel, and thank you for your continued support. Jack Johnson, thank you for everything. This double-barreled bugger is 94 proof from the Heaven Hill Distillery. They fully mature their small batch bourbon, which is said to be between X amount of years and X amount of years because they don't tell you how many years anymore. And then they're like, you know what people would like? People would love it if we wasted a whole bunch more wood. So it's a double-barreled bugger from Heaven Hill. It is allocated. It's like $50 to $60. It's not everywhere. It's hard to find. I found it. I feel like I'm a bloodhound for bourbon. It says Toasted Barrel right there, so you know it's Toasted Barrel. And then it says Toasted Barrel right here, so you know it's Toasted Barrel. And then if you look a little bit further down here, it says Toasted Barrel, so you know it's a Toasted Barrel. And then if you read in the description here, it says that they finished it in toasted new oak barrels, so you know it's a toasted barrel, which is a pretty good thing in case you didn't know it was a toasted barrel. Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, so you know it's a toasted barrel. The only man who could ever teach me was Elijah Craig, cause he was a Baptist preacher, and he got me swasty. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? I'm getting more of a wood, like not a charred oak per se, but more of like lumber, like untreated lumber. This smells like a new sneaker. This smells like a new sneaker. A Reebok. A Reebok smells like the insole of a new Reebok shoe, complete with the laces that literally smells like the inside of a shoebox. What is your deal? What is going on? The color, nice dark. It's sweet and bitter, like an ex-girlfriend who you've done wrong. I don't know, this nose has got me perplexed. So let me dive into the taste. I'm hoping that the palate isn't as tart as the nose. Let's find out, shall we? the finish on this is nice and creamy. A nice creamy, sweet French vanilla creamer finish on the end of it. Like a real thick International Delight French vanilla creamer finish. Freezer burnt cherry. Freezer burnt blueberries, freezer burnt cherries. Man, that kind of carries through. It's kind of like a freezer burnt fruit on the palate as well. It's a little bit spiky. There's a little bit of an ethanol mid-palate, a little bit of an ethanol burst. It's weird though. If I smell it, it does not smell like it tastes to me personally on this fresh crack. It's a fresh crack, so I feel like the toasted barrel kind of took over this whiskey a lot. Freezer burnt fruit, new sneaker box, untreated lumber, cherries. I don't know what to say about this. It's so different and so unique. It's different and unique, so that's good, right? But also, is it different and unique in a good way? Is this something I'm gonna pour? I don't know, I might have to be in the right mood for this. I want something funky, something a little dangerous and different, but not dangerous in a dangerous way, dangerous in a different way. There's a flavor profile I dig and that I go for. Dark fruits, dark chocolates, tobacco, you know what I mean? This is more bright, more sunshiny, more not dark, more not tobacco. This is like not that, but it's not bad. Based on the neck pour, based on the first little neck pour out of this bottle, I would say I cannot recommend it at 60 bucks or 50 bucks. I would say personally, I think I probably like the small batch better than this, and this to me is like a $30 whiskey to me. I know it costs Heaven Hill a lot more money because they've got to toast a second barrel and then age it in another barrel for a long time, so it costs them way more money. But maybe they should save the money and just continue aging the small batch in the original barrel until they get the 12-year age statement back on the small batch. That would be amazing. Instead of dinking around with allocated this and schmallocated that, they should just make a 12-year small batch and give me a pat on the ass for the good idea, because nobody's ever thought of that before. My name is Matt, and this is ADHD Whiskey. And like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on trying new things, like introducing your bourbon into a different barrel, a toasted barrel, or like introducing your husband into a three-way with another chickie poo. We'll see if my wife watches this one.